let's just take a moment and check out where we are.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
I got my Aeropress coffee on top of this little mountain at the Mountain View Motorcycle Campground. And it's gorgeous up here. Gorgeous, I tell you. Really cool campground and really cool people and a really nice setup. It's really pretty good. And this is the place where they have some T-dub events that look pretty fun. My friend Joe has a T-dub and he came up here for one. And I was just talking to a guy down there about it too. And I'd like to come up here sometime for one of those things maybe. But he was also talking about he's riding with 6 guys, and one of them got in a little jam yesterday, took a tumble, and you know, just talking about how dumb it is to be way out there and stuff like that happen, and about how solo riding is not the smartest thing to do in the whole world. But on the other hand, I can waste some time and come up here and drink a cup of coffee and nobody cares. So my plan for the day is to go back up the road over to Roan Mountain and do this one alt harder section that I missed that I wanted to do. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to boot it home. And that'll be that. Got down to, I don't think it broke 40 last night. I think it stayed in the 40s. And it was like heaven compared to Teleco plains. Wasn't even an issue at all. So I'd say 40 is about any lower than that. It's amazing that just 4 degrees makes a huge difference, but it does. So I was psyched to have a good sleep. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Have a good ride.
You be safe, okay?
Yeah, you too. Catch you later. Alright, dudes. I'm out. It's about 8. And if you want a little example of why solo riding is awesome, so there are about 6 dudes. There was a bunch of motorcycle dudes up there, man. Probably must have been 12 people. That campground's doing pretty good, I guess. And I get why. It's really nice. But anyway, when I rolled up yesterday, you know, I heard that one of their guys, that's the place I went to for dinner. And it looks shitty and it's weird inside, but it's great. Really good. I had a Reuben and a beer, and they've got like for real beers. And Roan, the town of Roan, is dry, so that's a special little place right there. But anyway, so one of their guys took a spill, got hurt, messed up his bike. Didn't get hurt bad. Like, he was able to ride, and I think he was able to ride it out, but, you know, some drama, for sure. And so, I guess tensions were running a little high within the group, just a little bit, because this morning, there were talks. Like, you know, one guy's like, man, this is the first time I've ever been able to do something like this and this and that, and I want to be able to. And you know, they were talking about the differences between people and how some people like to sleep a little longer and some people like to get up and go. Some people like to stop for lunch at a place and take an hour. Some people like to not have lunch at all. And just all, you know, all that stuff. When you got 6 people, everyone's got their own thing that they want to do. And it can be problematic. I'm not into confrontation or, I mean, if I have to be into confrontation, I will be, but I'd rather avoid it. I mean, honestly, I'd be the one in the group who said whatever constantly. But I would get annoyed, if like, I don't know, I'm just, on these trips, I'm here to ride. I'm not here to have lunch or, do a lot of sightseeing or whatever. Although, that's a valid way to go about it too. I don't know what I'm talking about, because I do like that too. That one day I fiddled around. It was pretty fun. So, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, other than I don't have to worry about it because I ride solo mostly. And even if I was riding with the only people I would ride with, who are Tat Steve and Johnny Powell, then I wouldn't have a problem anyway, because we all get along great. Not that they're the only people in the universe I would ever ride with. It's just, I don't know. On a long trip, I wouldn't try to plan something with somebody I didn't know very well. I don't think that's a good idea. Right, so Roan Mountain, the Appalachian Trail goes right across up here. Wherever it is, I'm not sure. Jen and I have hiked a few miles of the App Trail up here, and it's beautiful. When we had our dog, oh, poor dog. That dog is like, our family is more active about that dog than we ever were when she was alive. If there's not a post about an old dog photo in our family group chat at least every day, then something is wrong. We're still getting, like, our daughter's birthday was in the beginning of October, and there were, our dog was named Primrose, and there were Primrose-themed gifts. The dog looms large in our lives, man. I don't know. I guess that's just how it is when you hang out with another living being for however many years that was, a decade at least. I think she was with us maybe 11 years, something like that. She never did like me much, but I liked her. And, whatever. She liked me sometimes. But she had very strict rules about it, and I can't decipher what those rules were exactly. So it's cold. It's not much higher than 40, I don't think. I don't think it got below 40 last night, but I did not check. It was very windy up there, very windy. It ripped the stakes out of my rainfly. So that woke me up a few times. But with all that airflow, there was no condensation, so that's good. And that hostel, man, that hostel was super cool. I mean, they had a legit bar in there, a couple of high tops, cooking some good food, man. That Reuben, I don't know where he got that. What's on a Reuben? Corned beef or pastrami? I don't know. Whichever it was, man, I don't know where they got it, but it tasted legit. Legit, I tell you. And I had some kind of Johnson City IPA. I need to stop asking bartenders for whatever IPA they like, because bartenders usually don't like IPAs, I'm finding. I think IPA is like it's like the Milwaukee's best of now. I think dudes with more sophisticated palates go other directions. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but all right, that's where the alt harder section. Oh no, maybe not. That's where the route comes out. Anyway, once it warms up, it's going to be beautiful, and glad to have checked out that campground. Glad to have gotten one more night of camping in. I could have gone to Blowing Rock and had a lovely, quiet evening next to a gas fire, soaking in a jacuzzi tub, looking at a killer view. But another thing is, I'm not sure if I'm a ADV rider compatible. I just this is all internal, I know, and it's been like this my whole life, but I just feel like I don't belong here. I feel that pretty much anywhere. But I don't know. I mean, like a couple of them were hanging out in the bunkhouse, but I don't know. I said hello, and I don't know. I'm just not that type of person, I guess. I'm a little bit antisocial, and I don't know if maybe I give off that vibe, and whatever. Okay. I did the thing that I'm not supposed to do. Where is this little route? Where is it? Oh, it's way further. Shit. This might take a while, dudes. This might take a while. Let's see. Oh. I don't know if I can get there without doing some serious something. Let's see. Alright, so what I have to do is go on the route in reverse for a little bit and then pick it up. And this may be a very bad mistake because it looks a little bit gnarly. Hence the alt harder designation. It's going to yell at me for going the opposite direction this whole time. That's alright. Yeah, this could be a really bad mistake. We'll see. I don't want to end on a sour note. So if it's feeling beyond me, I'm going to turn around like a little baby. I made a beautiful cup of coffee in my Aeropress, which, by the way, you can get at motocampnerd.com, along with anything else you might need for your camping desires. And walked to the top of that mountain, and it was beautiful. Beautiful, I tell ya. Way better than the Starbucks. You know what I mean? And I just have to say again how thankful I am to motocampnerd.com for sponsoring this. So freaking cool of them, man. Truly. So if you get a chance, please go check out their site. Use the links in the description so that they know it's me sending you, or just let them know. Alright, I believe this is it. Peters Cemetery Road or Old Mountain Road. I don't know which this is. This says Hogum Hollow Road. And I think that is what it is, because I remember that. Because I remember before I left, I asked Johnny Powell if he'd been on this road. And he said no. And I said, I'd like to check it out. And here I am, checking it out. This could be a very bad mistake, but I don't think it's that long, so now that I'm building it up, maybe it won't be so bad. Let's find out, my friends. That sun is just blasted into my eyeballs. Okay, I believe it's only 4 miles, but that can be enough. That can be enough. Man, I feel like if you're going to group ride, you might need a therapist along for the ride. Like a group therapist kind of person. So everybody can get out their feelings. Get it all out on the table. And, just shift it into Z for no reason. These security camera signs that you see out in the middle of nowhere these days, I mean, I assume it's like game cameras, right? But what good does that do if you see something that happened after the fact that wasn't supposed to happen? I mean, there's no way they can be wired or, so I don't know what that's all about, really. Really nice back in here. Okay. I think we can assume this is where it may start to get a little spicy. Can't see diddly squat underneath these leaves. I think I should ride like an ADV rider. Oh. Yeah. Oh. All these ruts that you can't really see. Yep. Don't look. Ooh, lordy. I'm taking the high road. I'm taking the high road. I'm gonna dip down to the low road. And that was a mistake. Oh, shit. I'm in a rut. I'm in a rut that you can't see. Oh, this is pretty hard. Yeah. This got the blood moving a little bit. Good morning. I know you and Wraparound Shades guy would be doing this at 40 miles an hour backwards, doing a wheelie. I know. But I'm not you or Wraparound Shades guy. I'm the putterer. I realize I am absolutely not riding right, but I really wish you could see the bottom of these ruts that are covered in with leaves. Makes things a little difficult. Oh. Such a wimp. Dudes, we're out there. We're out there. I almost did this in reverse, and I think I'm glad I didn't. Who knows? We'll probably have to climb back out somewhere along the way, but I know one of these leaf streams is going to be a deep rut that's going to just screw me. Dudes, we're back there. We're out there. We're back there and out there. Look at these deep, dark woods, man. This is where the connected brakes would be so nice, because I want to use my back brake so I don't slippy slide on the front one on these leaves, but it's just hard to grab the back brake. Don't look at the view. Oh, death to the right. I see a farm down there, I think. Some kind of a barn or something. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm almost off this, or no? Because it's way down there. Probably not. Okay. Slow, steady, and paranoid. Do you see the farm down there? I don't know if you can or not. Slow, steady, and paranoid. Do you think there's someone out there watching this video saying, man, look at past Ange rip that alt harder section? That's so impressive. If there is, I would like to meet that person. I think the vast majority are saying, what is he doing and why am I watching this? Well, how can he go that slow? Well, my only mission is to get through and see what there is to see. I don't need to do it with any kind of panache or style. That is not a concern of mine, as you may have noticed. Seriously, the GPS says I'm going 0. I'm flying in Z. Flying in Z, my friends. Let's just take a moment and check out where we are. I stopped for just long enough for my glasses to fog up, which usually I would just go to clear them, but 0 miles an hour is probably not going to do it, and I need to be able to see for this stuff, where sometimes it's not as important to be able to see. Being able to see is kind of important at all times. I guess I'll admit that. I'm going the high side. Going the inside track. Do I need to announce that? Or can you just tell what I'm doing? Oh, look at that. Did you know that Roan Mountain has the largest naturally occurring rhododendron garden? I read that on a sign yesterday, so it's got to be true. I've never been there for the blooming of the rhododendron, but it is gorgeous up there. It's a special spot. And it's not a hard hike to get out to the cool views and stuff. We did, there's like a big parking area, and we did, what would that be? Maybe the east side of the road, and it was beautiful. Do I need to remind you of the lack of steepness that the GoPro has? There's houses right there, so I must be close to a real road. And oh, this is nasty, nasty, nasty. Let me out. Oh, there's some guts, dudes. Just some guts. What the hell is that from? Did someone kill a deer and just leave the guts out there? Is that what you do? That was nasty. dudes, did I make it through safely? I'm not counting my chickens, but I feel like maybe I did. Wow. Okay, that was good. If it's over, that was good. I'm glad I did it. It's got the blood pressure up a little bit, woke me up, mixed some dopamine chemicals with the caffeine. All the great chemicals have "ine" in them, don't they? And I believe I'm down. I believe I've done Hogum Hollow Road. Alright, I'm glad I did that, and I'm just glad all the way around. That was worth doing. It really didn't take that long, and it was very short. The hard part was probably 2 or 3 miles tops, and now that it's over, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad at all. The moral is, you don't want to bite off more than you can chew, but you don't know what you're biting off until you bite it off. I don't know if I like where this is going, but how do you know that's too hard for you until you just go out there and try it? And then that's a wild truck. And then, you could be in trouble if it is too hard for you. So I don't know how you make the decision without just doing it. Because no description of a road is really going to tell you. Although, when the guy said, don't go on that road because of the mud and it's ridiculous and you're stupid if you do it, then you should listen to that, I guess. Obviously, since I ended up swimming in a big mud bog. How lucky was I that hostel had a washing machine? Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Alright, up here I'm going to get on the map, put in home, and see what my options are for getting home. It's a really beautiful ride just on the back roads, because when we hiked Roan Mountain, we came up that way. Let's see what our options are. Asheville, navigate to, use DMD2. Let's see what it says for off-road. Let's see what DMD has in store for us. Is it really going to Asheville though? Let's check that, because it is. It's going through Mars Hill, blah de blah. Alright, let's just throw caution to the wind and let DMD2 pick the route. I chose off-road easy, and I've never used this before, so I don't know if it works or if it's able to pick out a route that is actually a little bit dirt. I don't know. I have a feeling I know where it's going to take me down in Burnsville, but we will find out. And for the last time on this trip, tally ho! That one's not going to be a contender, I don't think. I don't think I had the air intake that is necessary to really, I'm already screwing up. No, I'm not. 143. Okay. I bet it's going to take me home just on the back roads. There's this one great dirt road in Burnsville, though, that I wonder if it's going to be able to find. I put easy off-road. It's got 3 choices: easy, medium, and hard. Dudes, that was a great colored house, wasn't it? Are you with me on that or no? Don't forget, I have no style sense. And I feel like I was talking shit about ADV riders before, and that's not my intention. It's more about me being antisocial, because I guarantee any of those dudes there would have, if I was in a jam, any one of them would have done whatever to help me. I know that. All super nice. It's me. It's not you. But the other thing is, like, you look down the line of bikes, and my bike is definitely the outsider. I mean, all these big, really nice, plasticky machines, KTMs, BMWs, Huskies, everything. Super nice. Probably amazing on trails. Probably so much better than this. Oh, we're in Roan Mountain State Park. And then this thing. A little clunky chunk of iron sitting there, looking like the loser of the bunch. But I see it as the winner of the bunch, because it looks so much cooler than every one of those modern bikes. That's just how it is, dudes. You don't have to agree with me. This is all my opinion. So, preface everything I'm saying here with, in my opinion. But, there's the rhododendron gardens. No GPS route. Okay. I don't know, that the blinking sign may have been wanting to say something like road closed ahead, but instead it was just blinking nothing. And then there was the no GPS sign, which I'm not really sure what they're trying to say there, other than it's like your GPS is wrong, which is just a ploy by someone in one of these houses to deter me, or maybe it's a friendly warning that you can't get through. Could be any of those. Could be any of those. That big blinking sign, though, does have me a little concerned that you know, that I might get turned back. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, and not being on the track, I don't have the next gas situation thing. So I'm gonna have to actually use my brain to figure out a place to get gas. I should have done that back in that town, shouldn't I? Yes. Alright, DMD. You're picking cool roads. I'll give you that. Why Why is it the thing to like try to take curves as fast as you can? Why is that the thing that we want to do? It's just as fun chilling out. But I fall into that too, man. You just want to like see how far you can lean, see how fast you can go through the curve. Not right now though. I'm in chill mode. I'm in post Hogum Hollow road mode. DMD2, man, you're bringing me somewhere cool. Thank you. We're getting up around 4,000 feet and the temperature is dropping like a mo. Like a mo. Still though, man, this is better than 100 degrees and 100% humidity. It just is. Oh. What do we have here, DMD2? A little bit of dirt. On top of a mountain. I'm a man of simple needs. A little bit of dirt on top of a mountain. It's plenty. I think this is just a little bit. Looks like it scoots off to a regular road here in a minute. But quite surprising, DMD2. Well done. How does that work, man? How does it work? Dudes that develop this and work on it every day just freak me out by their skill and what they know. It's amazing. Wait, have I been here before? Like yesterday? Didn't we pass a dog just like that on the side of the road just like that yesterday? Didn't we? This isn't the route, so I wasn't on this road, but I think I might be in the Truman Show and they had a little glitch and put the same prop in a different place. They're just like reusing dogs now. Must have had some budget cuts of some sort. I mean, I'm fine with that dog in the road. It just seems like maybe they could have, you know, switched it up a little bit, make it a sheep or something. Doesn't seem like that would be any more expensive for the prop department. I can't remember. Are animals handled by the prop department, or... I mean, I know you bring in the animal handlers and the trainers and stuff, but are they part of the art department? I can't remember. And it's completely unimportant to my life anymore. I don't care. GoPro, stop recording. Dudes, I just noticed for the first time, it says it has a temperature there. I think it says 54 in Damascus. I'm not in Damascus and it feels way colder than that, but how could I not have noticed that before? Has that always been there? Or is it just in like navigation mode? How could I not have seen that before? It's kind of too small to read, but does it say 54 or 64? It can't be 64. That sign over there says Downtown Bouladine. Here it is. City lights. Douladine. What other circumstance would I have to be in Douladine? I was just thinking, because I just passed a place that I'm like, I think I might have stopped there for gas on a video job. And so then I was thinking about that company that I work for, or the organization. And I've talked about them before. They're a not-for-profit called Community Foundation of North Carolina. And I've explained this before, but what they do is they, if you're rich, or if you want to do some charitable giving, they usually deal with super rich people and their wills, and they make an arrangement so that part of their will funds certain category of giving, like say they want to feed children, so they would use their money for that, or help abused women, they would use their money for that. So they can choose sort of the category, and then the community foundation invests the money in these huge funds that they have, like millions and millions of dollars, and which they get interest on, and then they are responsible for distributing the money according to the person's wishes. They do tons more than that. They had a massive Hurricane Helene fund. They raised like $20 million in a couple of months and gave it out faster than any other organization in the area, just because they can. They're very lean and mean and limber, and no one had internet, so it's like, how do you do an application? So they were like, people were getting a cell signal and calling them, applying over the phone with like 10 questions, and they were releasing money just immediately, which in that kind of a situation, that's what you need. I'm screwing up. Okay. I screwed up for no reason. But it was good to let those people through anyway. I was bumming them out. Wait, did I do the right thing? Yeah, I think so. I thought maybe there was a turnoff back there, but no. Okay, glad we got that sorted out. So anyway, it's a way for people to like leave a legacy, and after they die, they're still doing good somehow, which is awesome. It's awesome. Now, but I was thinking about legacy, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, that is extremely noble. Not like we have the money to make much of a difference with stuff when we die anyway, and everything we have is just going to go to the kids, just because that's how we are. Is that selfish? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe we need a wider view of that. But again, the $5 we're going to have left over is not going to make much of a difference either way. But then I was thinking about just legacy in general, and how people like Bezos and Musk and the Microsoft guy, and all these super duper rich people. The Microsoft guy is giving away all his money, so he's a different kettle of wax. Is that the saying, kettle of wax? And but these other guys, I don't know. I'm sure they're doing some stuff that's good. Maybe, I don't know. But what is it they're trying to accomplish? Like Musk. I mean, he's got more money than anyone in the world, literally. And it's just like, why? Why? I don't know. I mean, I guess you need a meaning in life, so maybe that's it. Oh, I know where we are. So that's why he keeps going. But I can't imagine if I had even a little bit of money, I would retire and do things that make me happy. And for me, that would be, traveling with my wife, motorcycling, maybe some more hiking before I'm too old, and hanging with the family, and stuff like that. I don't want to grind until I'm dead. But that's probably because, I don't necessarily have a job that's like my main thing in life. It's like not a priority to me at all. And I guess that's what's different for like Musk or people like that. That's their thing, man. That's their main deal. This looks like a new bridge from the hurricane. It's weird. They look new, but like underneath it looks old. So I don't know. But you can see the new part here. Something's going on. I don't know where I'm going with any of this, other than I just don't get it. I mean, some of you probably have careers that you're so into that it's like number one priority that you love, and so you do want to probably keep grinding until the day you die. And I get that. Maybe if I had been successful as a musician, I'd be like that too. But unfortunately, I couldn't make a living at that, at a level beyond being poor as hell. Which, being poor as hell, man, look at that train coming out of the tunnel. That's classic. That's classic right there. I don't know why I love that so much. Anyway, being a musician wasn't in the cards, and that's how it goes. I do have friends that are still plugging away at music, just like they were in our 20s. Holy long train. Jesus, that's like West Coast style. Yeah, they're still plugging away, and I don't know, man. I don't get it. They're not much further ahead than we were back in the day. But it's what they love to do. Like, they can't imagine not doing it. And maybe that was my problem. Maybe I needed to be a little more, this is the only thing I can ever do with my life. But that's not how it went, dudes. That's not how it went. Lovely day. It's a little cold for a riding motorcycle. I'm just gonna say that. Not too bad, but I just been going so slow. There's like a work truck behind me, just getting pissed. I can tell. He doesn't understand that I'm in piddle mode. The full piddle. Anyway, been on this road a couple times, and it sure looked a lot different the last time I was here. Just anywhere there's water, everything looks weird. Like all the rivers and creeks are much wider, or there's just where they got so huge and just sort of took everything downstream, and it just all looks weird. Not quite as pretty as it used to be. It'll get back there, but might be a decade or so.
how it is, I guess. Oh, I just got passed by a work truck. I'm kind of proud of that. I told you he was pissed. I could feel it. Couldn't see his face, but I could feel it. Just got off of Price Creek Road, and I was out here shooting a video way back in a holler for like a community farm that's way back there. I forget what it's called, but I remember I was in the Prius, and I remember thinking this would be a great motorcycle road, and DMD2 agreed, I guess. Good job. And I went by a spot back there. There's like a green rolling hills and a cornfield. And I was doing a drone shot because the community foundation wanted some new stuff for the front of their website. And I was doing the shot, and this family of deer popped out, and it was just perfect. Perfect. And I wonder if I owe those deer any money for that. Or if I needed to Taft-Hartley them. I can't remember now what it actually was, but Taft-Hartley is like when you put someone on camera, if it's a union job and they're not in the union, you have to go through this rigmarole Taft-Hartley thing to get them to be able to be in whatever it is. Alright, dude, stopped for my last trip breakfast. It was delightful. I've been to that place before. I love places like that, man. A place where they use American cheese as a main ingredient in everything. And you know, I was thinking, we got American cheese. Why we got to be greedy with the Gulf of America? I mean, that just seems a little greedy. We got the cheese, you know? Why can't we be happy with the cheese? American cheese is so disgusting, and it's the best. What is it? It's not really cheese, is it? Whatever it is, it's delicious. Delicious. So I had some coffee, had an omelet. My God, it was so good. I just love places like that. And read a couple comments from this morning's Substack, which are usually kind of funny to read. And Andy chimed in from, he's the creator of the Smoky Mountain 500, and he gave me some Appalachian power station history. I guess there's a dam upriver, I think he said 15 miles or something, and then there's pipes from there, which we saw, that come down into the power station and turn the turbines. But it's just like, why was there not a less remote place to do that? Because just thinking about them getting the materials out there to build that it just kind of blows my mind a little bit. I mean, it's out there, and the road is not what I would call great for big, equipment. I don't know when it was built. It looks like 40s or 50s, but I have no idea. But But then those ruins that we saw, the McFarland ruins, I think those have something to do with it too. I think that's where they made the cement for that. I don't know. If I find out, you'll find out. Or you could just go on Google and find out for yourself probably right now within 3 seconds. So that's it. This is Weaverville. I'm only like 20 miles from, no, I'm like 10 miles from, well, I don't know what my destination is on that map. I'm about 15 miles from home, I think. And that's it, dudes. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call this video here. I'm gonna call this series here. Another nice trip in the books. Good job, us. Well done. And the Royal Enfield Himalayan. She might be dumb and slow, but she's a legend. She's loyal. Loyalty is more important. And she looks good. Which unfortunately, I'm vain, and I find that important too in a motorcycle. Sorry, dudes at the campground, but all your bikes are ugly as shit. I'm just sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I realize they're better than my motorcycle in many, almost every way except one. But that one thing, it's a deal breaker for me. I'm sorry. Now BMW does have that, damn it, I forget what it's called now, but it's a new bike with a round headlight and actually looks really good. Really good. I wonder what that's like. I wonder if it has like the bells and whistles of a modern motorcycle, but the styling of an old motorcycle. Whereas this one has, I don't think there's one bell or whistle anywhere on this motorcycle. It's basically like a cinder block in its simplicity, which is good, I think. But I do wonder about that BMW. It looks good. It really looks good to me. And if I could remember what it was called, I could tell you, but maybe future Ange will tell you. If he's not in a bad mood. And anyway, thanks for joining me, dudes. As usual, I appreciate it. And hopefully it was mildly entertaining. I don't think anything really all that crazy happened on this one, which I know you guys enjoy when I'm in hell. I know that's the most enjoyable part. And if I cared more about YouTube, I would probably create some hell for myself. But I'm not all that into it, I guess. And I really slacked off on the filming. I mean, it's basically the chin camera and a couple of drone shots, and that's it. And I don't know, I think that's good enough for me. I'm just never going to be like the, who's another good one? There's Sterling, but there's also, like that Moto Feels guy. He's pretty good at the cinematography of it. It's just, for some reason, I just don't care enough. He takes the time to do those drive-by shots, which I love. I really appreciate people who do that. It's a lot. It's a pain in the ass, and it's a lot, but I think it makes for some good, very good shots. And I'm dragging this out because I'm in a babbling mood this morning where I wasn't yesterday. And I could probably babble the whole way home if you wanted me to, but I'm going to spare you. It's been a great ride, and thanks to the BDR people for creating it. They do good work. They really do. I'm impressed with everything they do. I don't think there's anything uncool about that organization. And it was nice seeing Johnny Powell out on the road. Got to do more of that. And I'll let you know what's next. All right, dudes, have a good one.
Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.